Right, Halifax, how are we doing? We're back on the trailer today. So yeah, in the last episode I've got the headboard all done. I've just got to trim the sides of the checker plate off, then that'll be done. And then, well, the main project for today is cut this abortionate piece of steelwork off, and I'm going to just mount that straight onto the headboard there, because I think there's a short enough distance for the Susies. The Susies don't need to be sort of here. That'll be fine, I reckon. So that's what I'm going to do. Liz has just fetched the welder. I've still got that little bit of welding as well. Yeah, we're sort of cracking on. And I'll endeavour to, on this video, show all me working, because I was accused on the last video when we've done the headboard. I didn't show any of the welding or any of the cutting, any of the fabrication, everything. So I could have quite easily got someone else to do it, and then I just sort of claim that I've done it. So not the case really, because you look at the welds, you know, the welds are alright, but they're not exactly stellar, are they? Like, they're good enough. Yeah, they're a bit rusty now, but yeah, definitely my welding. Yeah, Ted's just having a wander. Hey, Ted. Come on, Ted. Teddy boo. Yeah, Teddy boo. That's what you call a good wife. Under the trailer, cutting rusty bolts out so we can get the mud guards off. That's a quality wife right there. Old chunky tech bolts they've got, the previous owner used to secure that. Good old tech bolts. Right, so I've cut all that box section off there, so we've got a nice clean drawbar now. I've just pushed the cables through a bit where they come through the front bulkhead. So now what we're going to do is measure how much we're going to cut off the cable tidy, because obviously it only needs to be fairly short, because it's just going to sit, the top's going to sit sort of about there, so obviously, yeah, it don't need to be as long as that one. So yeah, so measure that, cut that off, and then we'll get that bolted on. Yeah, I'm getting somewhere. Right, so I have mocked it up there, we're just sort of clamped on at the minute. I'm happy with that. It's a lot tidier, doesn't it? Still got cut that down, the cable tidy, and yes, we've got a slight gap there and a gap there, but I'm not too worried about that. Yeah, we'll get some bolts in, and job be a good one on that, I reckon. That's a lot tidier anyway, look. Right, so the front surfaces are basically all on. Got to nip the ends of them coach bolts off. Need to find some shorter bolts for there. I'll put them spacers back in, so that bit will be just I'll take that space up there. I think that'll do. That'll be nice. Yes, we're going to be fairly low now with the Susies, but I think it'll still work. If it doesn't work, if it's what you got to worry about is it being in the way of the link arms, you know, catching on the link arms, but I think that'll work fine. I'm sure it will. So yeah, so happy with that. What I want to do now is get that bit of side rail back in welded, and then we are sort of getting where I've still got to get these mud guards off. Yeah, it's starting to look a bit better now, and then we've obviously got to get this off the back. Now, someone did say on the video when I was doing it, oh, I'd leave that on because then you've got a decent recovery point. Well, Jesus, I mean, this thing's got recovery points all over it. Got one there on the back. Got two big shackles on the tie downs on the thing. Where else have we got any more? We've got any on the back. It says two under the chassis rails, one either side there. Got two in the middle either side. Same at the front. So there's no end of recovery points on it. So I'm having that off because that's just stupid. I don't want it on there. So yeah, we'll get that off. Whether we'll have time today to get that off or not, I don't know. But like I say, I'm going to get the welding done up the front, and then I think that is the welding done. Until I find something more to do with it. But yeah, I don't think there's any more welding after that. So right, let's crack on with that. So I'm just prepping the metal now, just before welding. Just get it nice and clean. Obviously, it takes the weld better then, doesn't it, look? Right, so we're all cleaned up now on our bits of metal. We can get it welded in there, and that'll just complete that again, like, because one of the most obvious bits that's wrong with it now. So yeah, let's get this sucker welded in there. Alright, that's tacked in place. Looks good to me. Let's speed it up. Here you go. Is that good enough for you? Mystery commenter, forget who you are. There you go, that's my weld there. To prove I've done it. Oh, there we go, that looks about 1,000,000 times tighter than it did, didn't it? Yeah, you look at what it looked like when I first got it. Yeah, I think you'll agree that looks... well, you do well to know that it's... well, especially when it's painted up and everything, you'll do well to know it's had an accident there at all, like. So, yeah, no, it's looking pretty tidy, I reckon, isn't it? Pretty tidy. Right, so we're going to cut all this off because we don't need this on the back. So we'll get rid of it, tidy it up a bit. Right, that's that off. Just got to get all the brackets off now where it's welded on, and it's been welded on actually very well. It's all seam welded round, so we've got to cut all these welds off, all 5 of these brackets. So that'll take a little bit of time, but yeah, we'll get them off, get it all smoothed up, and that'll look tidy then, won't it? Just a nice plain bumper. That's one plate off, one more to go. These shouldn't be too bad, the bits of angle. There we go, a bit better, isn't it? That's all nicely smoothed off now, got rid of all that crap on the back, that looks a lot better, I think. So it's milking time now, so I've got to get packed up. But yeah, another good bit of progress today. That's all well done. That'll have to come off to be shot blasted anyway, but it's sort of on. That looks tidy, doesn't it? So headboard's all done. This front is all done. Just got a few more mud guards to get off, and then that's pretty much there, look. So we can get Applied Concepts in. They'll come and shot blast it for me, and we'll give her a new coat of paint. What do you reckon, colour-wise? I'm probably thinking black for chassis, yellow for, you know, for the body light, you know, for headboard and as it is at the minute, like. Or do I go like, you know, a lot of stuff is like, you know, gunmetal grey or black and that sort of stuff these days. I don't know. Let me know in the comments anyway what you think I should go colour-wise, colour scheme. Yeah, 'cause I think like gunmetal or a black would look quite good, wouldn't it? So anyway, let me know anyway, and yeah, I'll see you on the next one. Ta-ta!